That's the bomb. What's oh sorry, I shouldn't go right away. As soon as it hits 1 second, I'm like, hey, it's me. Like it's nobody's there. Like, well, somebody could be there. You never know. But yes, I am CheZZa. And with me we have
Saying champ.
he says his name is the champ. And
It's the
Steven
champ.
S. He's kind of scared of the results, so he's like, I can't show up today because I don't want to find out who wins because he has a feeling that he's gonna be the one dressing up like Drew McIntyre this week. Well, not this week, but very soon.
Very soon.
Very soon. But before we get into all that, we gotta talk about our week in wrestling. Not even the week in wrestling. Actually,
Today in wrestling.
two quick bits. NXT first Tuesday without the thing, they got about 8.2 thousand, 8.2 thousand, 800,
800,000.
800,000 at least. And then AEW got like 1.2. So
And they're on Tuesday
AEW,
now too, right?
they're on Wednesdays.
Oh, they're
And
on
they got
Wednesday still.
yeah, they're by themselves now, so they got 1.2. So they're feeling themselves now. Jericho back on the demo god. Yeah, they're just really feeling themselves. It's good. But seeing that AEW is doing so well, looks like they might have space for a few people. See, I noted. Not yesterday, not Tuesday, not Monday, not before
Not one,
WrestleMania.
not one championship, not two championships, not three
No,
championships.
they gave on the 15th. It's they said it's 1 year to the day of when they did the they called it what, Black Wednesday, when they gave the they got rid of Heath Slater, that whole crew. Heath Slater, Curtis Axel, all of them. So it looks like they're back at it. Right now they let go 10. A few of them I was kind of like, man, like Tucker's on the list. I get it. Cool. Wesley
I was
Blake.
hoping, I was hoping maybe they would tease a reunion.
Yeah, but I see them like they're really moving with Otis and Shorty G.
Alpha, Alpha Academy.
Chad Gabe Alpha Academy. Like they're really pushing on that. So I don't see Tucker has anywhere in there, you know? And remember, as soon as they broke them up, Tucker was jobbing the next day. Like with all these names, like we'll talk predictions of who we might think is going to get the axe still, because this can't be the last of it. This can't be the last of it. So Tucker, I wasn't worried about. Wesley Blake is kind of funny because Wesley Blake was part of the Forgotten Sons. And remember, Jackson Riker had that whole thing with the Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter shit and all that stuff. And then he's the reason why they got taken off TV. But
So he's
now,
still on TV.
but
He's
now,
getting more TV.
the other two who were members of the Forgotten Sons, they're both out of a job. He's the only one that got stayed. He's the only one who stayed. The only one who stayed. Like, man, that must burn. It's like, yo, this like these guys said, this one guy said all this stuff about Black Lives Matter. So we turned around and distanced ourselves from him, and we're the ones who lost our job. Like, that's crazy. So yeah, Wesley Blake, wasn't surprised. Kalisto, that was kind of out. It was kind of out the blue. Like they like to use Kalisto here and there all the time. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I guess if they can fire Santino and Heath Slater, Kalisto can go too. You know what I mean? It's like he was pretty much that vibe. Chelsea Green, she kept getting hurt. They usually don't fire people while they're hurt, but Chelsea Green got the X. Billy Kay and Peyton Royce.
I thought that was weird.
That was weird. Like they just broke them up to try to push Peyton Royce on Monday Night Raw. Billy Kay was pretty much on every SmackDown with her
Yo,
resume.
she was over. She was almost over. Like,
So it's like all of a sudden they're just future endeavored. Like, yeah, so both of them go, but that's weird. Mickey James, which she's always been having a back and forth with them. You know what I mean? Bo Dallas, we already heard about him planning his
Never heard
life
from.
after wrestling already.
I
The
hadn't
rumor
heard
is
from Bo Dallas from like since when?
they said the
When's the
last
last time?
time
When's the last time we've seen him on television?
they said the last time he was on television was about over 500 days ago. Over 500 days ago. Can't remember the exact number I heard, but it was over 500 days ago. But yeah, Bo Dallas. But there were rumors out there that Bo Dallas is dating Liv Morgan. So, and they've been planning like their life on like a farm and all this stuff. So Bo Dallas has like a farm somewhere, and they both live there together. And he's been planning his he's been building businesses for that next step already. Yeah, because he saw where wrestling was going. He saw where WWE, like, you can't sit down for 500 days and be like, they're gonna find something for me. No,
well,
they're not.
One thing we definitely know he's not is a tax cheat.
As long as he has his daddy around, daddy's still around. So,
oh man, he used to cut the best promos. He just come out and say, "All you tax cheats out there lying to the government." He was one of the best.
Trace felt it like
it was. No, I was like,
I don't want to be a cheat. I don't want to be a tax cheat. And then the biggest release on this whole thing was Samoa Joe. It made no sense. I was like, Samoa Joe just came off of WrestleMania as an announcer. You brought in a new announcer, understandable. So Samoa Joe got replaced.
Guy sucks.
He's gotta find his place, because he's really like, the vibe I get from the new guy is like he wants to sound like he's already been there. You know what I mean? Instead of like knowing that he's a new voice and playing off of, yes, I'm a new voice.
You know what he kind of sounds like to me? He reminds me of Crash Holly when they were trying to put Bob Holly over.
That's cold.
And like Bob Holly, don't get me wrong, Bob Holly was a good worker, but like you put him in there to make Bob Holly look a lot better.
Yeah.
Cole's gonna really look legendary now with this guy.
But Cole's not with him. Cole. So they took off.
No, I know he's not with him.
Yeah,
I know he's not with him, but he gives you that Cole light feel, like.
Oh no,
like he's trying to be.
They're hoping to get like that Mauro Ronaldo feel out of this guy. That's what they're hoping to get. They can see the vibe, just a different guy.
They had Ronaldo and they messed it up big time.
Ronaldo wasn't built for the wrestling world.
They messed it up big time because hey, let's get it straight. WWE likes to play both sides of the fence, and they like to talk out of both sides of their mouth. You can't do this big be a star anti-bullying shit, and then when a dude is telling you like, look, I got mental health issues, can't be doing that around me, type of shit, and then you pretty much throw him under the bus, like, nah,
publicly as well. But that's what I mean. I said Ronaldo wasn't ready for that life because they're different. It's a boys' club. You know what I mean? Like, it's a boys' club. You know, like, they all feel like they have a certain rule within themselves. And if you can't follow within that, that's the thing that's breaking down. That's what AEW is there for, to try to break that boys' club up. But they're creating their own boys' club, actually, which is kind of funny. So just a new boys' club from the ex-boys' club. Like,
it's all weird.
Yeah. But yeah, so Samoa Joe's gone. Like, what the fuck? Like,
super disappointing.
Like I was telling you in the text, like, I guess Roman came out and was just like, only one Samoa Joe's allowed, and it's me.
Yeah, I don't like it. He was that edge on commentary you needed. Like I like Corey Graves. But what Corey Graves is trying to do is what Joe is doing, and it feels and at the same authentic.
Time, yeah, because you know Joe goes, like, you listen to him, he goes back to a lot of the stuff when they say, like, when they go to the Royal Rumble, he's like, yo, I've been in there. I know what it feels like to be thrown. You know what I mean? Like he always gave you that real aspect that I was a wrestler, so I can tell you exactly what that feels like. He'll say,
He
"I've been in the
grounds.
ring." Yeah,
He
I've been in the
ground.
ring with Roman Reigns. I've been in the ring with this person. He's easy to break down, like, but
Because you can do all the hypotheticals you want. You need that person that's grounded. That's been like, I've been there. I know what that feels
exactly.
like. I know the difference between this and that.
He was talking about AJ. Yeah, even AJ Styles. He was breaking down his relationship with AJ Styles and all that stuff. So it's like, where did this come from? Like, when did he get on your list? Like, I don't know. I don't know. So he's gonna be out there. You
I
know the
hope he
whole.
doesn't go to the other show.
You know, me too. I was gonna.
I hope he doesn't go
That's where I
to
was about to go
Impact.
to. I hope he goes to like Ring of Honor, somewhere he can actually wrestle and do his shit.
He's probably
But
gonna go to Impact.
you see the
If it's not
the
AEW,
back
it's
and forth?
probably
Did you see the
Impact.
back and forth between him and CM Punk? CM
No.
Punk sent him a meme of like Rick James kicking the couch, and then Samoa Joe sends one back. They should have never gave me money. You know what the real saying is, right? Y'all should have never gave them niggas money. You know what I mean? So when he says that, I was like, what's his plans? You know what I mean? And at the same time, he's good. He's good right now. Like, yeah, WWE pay, and he didn't have to go out there and hurt himself. He's been on the commentary, so he can pick and choose what he wants to do now. Like, he doesn't. I don't know.
I wish they would have kept him. That's sad.
That's just weird.
Especially when you see how good he was, and then you got this new guy that's gonna have to adjust, and
Yeah.
he's just gonna try to beat Cole. He's. I hear it. As soon as I heard it, I was like, "Yo, he sounds like he's just."
I don't know if he's trying to be cool, but I don't know if he's trying to be cool. Yeah, announcing everything and all that. Yeah, he's trying to say like all the little things. And it was funny because they kept calling him out for the little shit he kept messing up. He was like, "Yeah, it's my first day." It's like, act like it, like bro, like you don't have to act like you know everything. This is straight up, like yo. Is it always like this? Is this, you know what I mean?
Do you?
He was talking about Charlotte's entrance, and he was like, "Charlotte always comes out like this." I'm like, "How do you know, man? You act like you've been there. Like your whole thing should be like the amazement of her entrance type thing. You know what I mean?" I don't know.
You remember the Adam Lee era?
No.
Mike Adam Lee, Mike Adam Lee, I think it was. He was the commissioner. He was the commissioner for like a month or something like that.
Oh, okay, no.
Him.
That was my sabbatical. There was a time I just didn't watch wrestling for shit.
He messed up Jeff Hardy's name when Jeff Hardy was the biggest shit in the world. He called him Jeff Harvey.
It's just, how do you mess up a Hardy Boy? Like, they're Hardy Boys. Like,
he called him Jeff Harvey when he was the hottest shit in the world.
It's when you know, when your own workers don't support the company, you know. Then you take the time to study, to actually look down and read and be sure, like, it's Hardy, it's Harvey, Hart. Okay, no.
It's like what's her name? Scarlet Witch, WandaVision.
Yeah.
Olsen, Elizabeth Olsen. And she's like, yo, they gave me the comics. They said, read this one. And then she's reading stuff, and then when they're doing press for like Civil War, she's like, oh, I wish they would do like Wanda and
yeah, the No More Mutants, the House of M shit and all that.
The House of M shit. She was like, but they probably never do that. And then
they did it
5 years later.
No, they played off it as much as they could, but yeah.
But she knew the material. She studied it.
You gotta study your shit and know who the character is. Like, yeah. So, Adnan Virk. That's his name. Adnan Virk, the new announcer.
Adnan, that's his.
Adnan Virk. You know, he's actually from TSN. He's from the Canadian TV. Our TV. But yeah. So, Who do you knowing WWE, if it's just like the last one, who do you think? Who else is next? There has to be more. See, I'll give you two.
I wouldn't
right
be.
now.
Oh, yeah, I know where you're going.
Shelton
That early? That
and
early?
Cedric. Why'd they break them up? Why'd they break them up?
I thought they were just gonna leave them there as jobbers.
I see like they're just gonna go move up because they've already replaced them with T-Bar and Mace.
Which is
it's dumb, but hopefully to me MVP gets the mask off of them. You know what I mean? Like he cleans them up. Like his whole thing is that like he turns them into businessmen, gets the mask off them, gets them in suits. You know what I mean? Like I hopefully he gets to do something. But yeah, I feel Shelton and Cedric next are going to be a part of these releases. Another one, Slapjack.
Oh, yeah, I could see that. I wouldn't be surprised if they got rid of Garza. And I love Garza. I hope.
Well, I'd
turns around for him.
Humberto Carrillo with him.
Yeah.
Add Humberto with him. Ricochet.
Unfortunately,
Ricochet might get a release.
That's unfortunate. It's unfortunate when you think about the names that they could let go because the company being the company, like the talent.
And the company is like it's the NBA. You know what I mean? It's like they have the pick of the best. So no matter who they let go, they still have somebody else. It's those bigger ones. Like they can't let go. As much as people are hating on Bray right now, you can't let go of Bray. You can't let go of Roman. You can't let go. But there's like certain amount. Like their talent wise, they have a shitload of talent, but there's certain talent they just can't let go. But there's a lot of talent that would be big names somewhere else that are not the big names there.
I'm afraid, even if he ends up leaving, I'm afraid of seeing Bray on AEW. Just letting him run wild, like now seeing everything, it's just like.
Yeah, it's too. I don't get it.
I'm hurt, man. I'm hurt. Because 2 years ago we were talking about it like they can do better. We can see it. We can.
From the day he first arrived, we were like, "Yo, this is crazy. This is the next big thing." They fucked it up, and he came back with something even better. So we're like, "Okay, we rock with this," and we're here where we are today with the Bray that we have.
He got burnt alive in one match, and then got RKO'd in another.
Yes.
So Bray. Why do I care? Why do I care again? This is just like when
And now he's in a feud with Alexa Bliss.
Beat him. This is like when Seth beat him.
But now he's in a feud with Alexa Bliss. And the big theory that was out there that could have made sense is that she kind of recruits Bo Dallas. That's her. I'm like, oh, that could make, you know what I mean? Brings like that's kind of like his Kane now, you know what I mean? But literal brother. But he's gone now, so that's not going to be it. It's not it no more. So yeah, that is that. All those guys, they're gone. And they were what's the saying again? How were they walked out the door?
We wish you the best in your future endeavors.
Oh, damn, I throw a rock at them. Future endeavor this.
Everybody gets that. Everybody gets that line on the way out.
I'd be so mad.
We wish them the best in their future endeavors. You can't future endeavor me. Like, we can't speak as people again if you future endeavor me.
And that's the thing. Like, that's the good thing about AEW, right? It gives them that extra option of going somewhere else and still be able to get $1 million or a $500,000 and up contract compared to
big
just doing different
contract.
day. Yeah. And a consistent contract, because instead of booking this show and having to book this show and have to book that show, you're on payroll. You're on payroll. You go out every week and you do your thing. And AEW, they're not doing live shows. They're not doing anything like that. And the way
It's doing
WWE
one
is
day a
cutting
week.
people, yep, doing 1 day a week. Maybe. No. Yep. 1 day a week. Different shows, different wrestlers. So they could do 2 days. They could do 3 days. But it's nuts. And the way WWE is cutting people, it does not look like they're gonna jump right back into doing touring. Because I saw something Nick Khan was talking that they were planning on doing like touring down the line. But if they're releasing all these people, they're not really looking at it. So I don't know, man. But anybody else you think is on that list?
I feel like it's very obvious, and even though it's very obvious, I can't think of it.
Well, yeah, we'll see. It's because they probably haven't been on TV too long. Like, if Shinsuke gets it,
I wouldn't be surprised if Titus was that
right after they make him host. I don't think they'd ever let go of Titus just because of his stuff in the community. He does way too much in the community that makes him look good. Way too much.
True.
And if Vince was gonna fire him, he would have fired him that first time when he grabbed his arm.
Did they release Gulak?
No. I don't see them releasing Gulak either, because anytime they need someone trained, they send it to him. Omos was sent to him. Like everybody, when they need some sort of training, what's it called? Bad Bunny was sent to him. You know what I mean? Whenever someone needs to be trained, they send them to Drew Gulak and Adam Pearce. So I don't see them getting rid of him. They're just gonna keep him on the background. A lot of those people chasing for the 24/7 belt.
Yeah, I was thinking
they can be gone. Do you think the rest of the Lucha House Party will be gone?
Because if Kalisto's first, they were getting a little bit of a push.
Was all three of them, or was just the two of them? I feel like it was only two of them this whole time. Like Kalisto's been on the sideline.
The two.
Yeah.
I feel like they got a push like a good month ago. They looked like they were teasing the titles with them.
A lot of them, like Billy Kay too. Like, like Billy Kay's been here every show, and all of a sudden, not anymore. They said you can go.
But I wouldn't be surprised if she pulled a Zack Ryder.
As in going to Impact?
Social media. Creating her own thing.
That's possible. Because she did her thing. She was lit.
You could do a lot with that character. You can do Linked, Indeed.
Oh my gosh, yeah. She can go to every place that she goes to do a show. She gets booked. She goes there with a resume. So get herself booked, but act like
Does a podcast run because she's just been released? She could do the whole like I'm out of a job. I'm really looking for a job.
Hopefully.
And I never leave without my resume.
So out of all of them, who do you see? Or who do you hope the best for? Or who do you see finding or landing on their feet? Like me, I see
Joe going to Impact.
Joe. I hope Joe doesn't go to Impact. Impact doesn't have the viewership that's worthy of it. Like, if he's going to, just go to Ring of Honor, bro. Like, just go to Ring of Honor. At least you get to do like real wrestling and shit. AEW, I guess, go be part of Team Taz. You guys. I wouldn't
be surprised if you saw someone like Mojo Rawley end up on AEW.
Oh yeah, that's another name, Mojo Rawley. Yeah. Yeah, it's possible. I can see Mojo Rawley probably more actually go to Impact.
He could play something stupid, like, and it would make sense.
Like Cody's best friend. That's super hype. Yeah, I can see that. Bo Dallas, I can see him going anywhere. Like, if
Definitely see him going to AEW.
His NXT run says anything, man. But what's his name hasn't turned up? Curtis Axel. And I was thinking he would have turned up somewhere because Curtis Axel was the one that whenever Brock Lesnar needs someone to train, that's the one who they would call in. They would call him in. And then truly that's how he got his push because Brock is like, yo, give the man a chance. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, but Brock was close with his dad too, with Kurt.
Yeah. Plane ride from hell.
Yeah, those two were enough. Chelsea Green.
We got to talk about that too later. Make sure you make a note of that. Dark Side of the Ring, season 3.
Oh, they dropped the trailer already?
Yes, it's a group chat.
No, I didn't see it. Yeah, we didn't see it. But okay,
there's a couple good names in there.
Yeah,
there's a couple good names in there. Pillman.
Okay, yeah, I heard about Pillman. They're gonna do his. What else?
Dynamite Kid.
Okay.
I can't remember who else. There's a couple names I didn't recognize. And there was a particular event that I didn't recognize either. But Pillman and Dynamite Kid. Can't wait.
You know they're gonna be doing like different dark sides now, right? So like dark side of football, dark side of basketball, dark side. So they went from from wrestling to keep going because wrestling they have stories, but after the fourth, by the time they hit 4th season, the stories are gonna be like kind of a B level, C level stories where we're like, that's cool, but it's not gonna get all the viewership, you know.
I wish they got the plane ride though.
It's hard.
That would have been it. That would have been
hard just because a lot of stuff is WWE. It's just that a lot of stuff and a lot of the people are WWE. So if the core people are like loyal to Vince, they might not talk about it.
But there was a lot of people on that plane.
Yes,
and I'm sure there's a good bit that aren't there. There's got to be some people who aren't there that are willing to, because everybody's talked about it online. You can see quite a few interviews of
like the shoot interviews,
bits and pieces that people tell. So
it's probably possible actually because they did do all the other ones that were WWE related. I don't think they need any like type of footage because there really isn't any footage.
They did Macho and Elizabeth.
Yeah. I think WWE might have gave them permission for a few stuff too, because it's all about if WWE doesn't look like a bad light, they don't give a shit. It's all about that. Don't show us in a bad light. Like the Benoit episode, they're like, no, we're not giving you shit. Don't look at us. Don't even look at us for any of this shit. But all right. So with the releases, it was kind of surprising seeing all this after WrestleMania. But
didn't really surprise me. They always do these cuts after Mania.
I don't know. It was just
I just forgot.
In a way, exactly. Like I kind of forgot, and then all of a sudden, like bomb, and I was like, "Shit, man, you guys are back at this." Shitty. But okay, let's go back to WrestleMania. If you guys have been following, we have our predictions contest challenge, and with the predictions challenge, there is only one champion. So, the 3rd place loser will have to dress up like Drew McIntyre, sword and all. I said sword and all, and do his entrance with the that's that crazy noise. You're gonna be doing that. I said you're gonna be doing that. Stick your sword in the ground. Yo, this sounds hilarious. Then you stick your sword in the ground. And then the 2nd place person will have to sing the 1st and 2nd verse with choruses to Shawn Michaels' theme song.
That really sounds like I'm cute. Place.
You think, nah, man. dressing up like
They're
Drew,
really.
because I'm not sure if anybody has the knees for that. Like, they dress up like Drew.
Yo, my knees are proper. I
don't know if anybody
I
got
have
the
nothing
knees
to
for
say.
that. I mean, dress like Drew and be like, oh. So we will see. So to start, night one. Night one started. Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre. The winner, which, oh, you did choose. So you got that right. And Mr. Steven S chose that as well. And he got that right. But I chose Drew.
You decided to go against the grain because you believed the little comeback story they gave you.
They did.
And Almighty they got
me.
Like, nah.
They got me with the story, the grandma, the mother story. Like, Drew, or not Drew, Bobby. My mother was back home in chemotherapy, and I was here. You love my accent. And I had to stay here and do wrestling. My Drew
sound like Dave
McIntyre
Chappelle.
accent.
you sound like Dave Chappelle trying to do Nelson Mandela.
My Drew McIntyre accent needs help. I will work on it. But yes, the man said mother had chemotherapy, and he didn't go because he had to be here to become champion. They got me with that, man. They pulled the heartstring. They pulled the heartstring and they knotted it up.
I had a feeling that they were gonna make him. I just didn't think that they would give him a rematch.
Yeah.
So early, like on live TV.
Then the Retribution Hurt Business came out. The Hurt Retribution Business. The Hurt Business Retribution. Okay.
The wretched Hurt Business. That's what
the Wretched Hurt Business. It's the new squad. But yeah, so Bobby Lashley won that. Bomb. The next match was the multi-team number one contenders match. You guys picked Mandy Rose. Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke. That's wrong. And I picked Lana and Naomi because I was feeling the glow. But it didn't work out for me. They didn't win. Was pretty dope seeing it was hilarious, but it was dope seeing them win. But Tamina's reaction had me dying. I was like, bro, you're acting like you just won the actual belt. Like you just got number one contender. I'm like, that's crazy. That's how much a WrestleMania moment means.
That's how much she's been starved.
Yeah, like she's just happy to, but she made both nights, right? That's crazy. Like, well, just like, act like you've been here. Come on, man. Yeah, this is not the last match. But it all made sense later on. Well, okay. So then the next match, Cesaro versus Seth Rollins. And we all got it right. Cesaro won. Which is a good look. Getting a push. Hopefully it works out into something more. I see the rumor is supposed to be he's going to be the...
His arm's bad though, right?
His what?
His arm is bad though, right?
No, that was a storyline in the thing.
Okay.
He was working his arm. So the whole point, like, work his arm so he can't do the spin on him and all that stuff. So he tried to do the spin, couldn't do it, or couldn't do as much. And then he's like, put his all into it and got to 23, broke his own record and all that. Yeah. But yeah, the rumor is he's going to be the next one to go up against Roman. So they kind of built him up. So there's another one for Roman. So that can mean
now
Roman's been having the touch. So Cesaro, if it works out, he might become a bigger star.
I hope so. I hope it's not a thing where when he loses, because he will lose, that it doesn't hurt his push.
Right.
You know, like I hope it. They at least keep him strong.
Yeah.
In whatever
But
they do.
They did well with Jey Uso. They did well with Kevin Owens.
I don't know about that.
What, Jey Uso?
Jay doesn't look strong to me. He's
now he doesn't, but before, like
he looks like a foot
just the
soldier
fact that he's definitely, but at the same time,
like
you're actually calling him Jey Uso.
He's not even Bebop or Rocksteady. He's not even Bebop or Rocksteady. He's a foot soldier.
No, I don't see all
we
that.
know what's gonna happen.
No, I don't know. I still like seeing Jey on TV.
Okay, he won.
I like seeing Jey wrestle.
No,
I know who Jey Uso is. Cool. All that stuff.
The character's cool, but like, does he win matches?
No, he hasn't won any matches now. Now he's pretty much like the boss before the major boss, and he always has to lose that match to get to the major boss. I feel they need to actually give him his own storyline. Like, even though he's under Roman, he needs his own storyline. Because if he stays in the storyline with Roman all the time, he'll have to lose. Because if he beats the person who wants to go up against Roman, why the hell does Roman have to go up against him? You just got beat by Jey. Like, he's not even the champion. And that's the whole point of their whole stories is they keep throwing Jey in there to do that, but they got to give Jey his own stories over here, showing him that he's beating people over there too. You know, they can't just give him the what's it called, Andre the Giant Battle Royal win and think like, oh, see, Jey's a big winner because nobody really rates that anyway.
No, but it's like they didn't protect him. They don't make him look like a badass. They don't make him look like, he just looks like, okay, you're in my way, I'm just gonna push you. We know I'm gonna push you out the way. We already know it. So it's like, why do I even care to see you be that layer of protection when you're not a layer of protection at all?
No, he's just the boss.
It's not even like when he first turned and they had him lose because of like disqualifications. It made sense because I gotta do what I gotta do. But he's getting beat, and he's getting beat clean.
Yeah.
So why is he a threat before you get to? It just doesn't make sense to me. Like, if you're not making him look strong, then why do I care what happens before you get to Roman?
It's true. But they've made his character this big, like with Roman. Without going in that Roman storyline, his character wouldn't be this important on their show, which is because of Roman.
His nickname is Main Event Jey, but doesn't win on a main event stage.
But he's main events now. Like, he's drawn. That's the whole point of the main event Uso thing, is that even though he's not winning when he's in a main event, he's actually drawn something. And they're surprised that Jey Uso was actually drawn anything. It's true. Yeah, think about that whole storyline.
I'm glad.
It's true.
I'm glad
it's true. A lot of people still follow like the Usos were always over. The fact that Jey Uso is able to work on his own, people are just down with that. Like, the whole losing to get to Roman, it's just like, you get it. Like, that's like villain 101. Like, there's always that one person who's supposed to take the L before you get to the main boss.
It's like the Black Order and Infinity War. Like, they didn't even make it to Endgame.
No.
Until you get the time travel.
But the way they work it is badass. But the way they work it is that at first, when they first appear, they make an impact. It makes the good guys have to go back, regroup, figure shit out, figure which way they're going to go, and then go back and fight them. You know what I mean? That's what they don't do with Uso. Uso appears, and they think that if this guy comes out and challenges Roman Reigns, which is always the same thing, somebody comes out, challenges Roman Reigns, Jey Uso gets in his face, says, you got to fight me. They think that's showing Uso being strong. And when the person says, or doesn't go with it or whatever, and he super kicks him, that's him looking tough. And it's not. Like, you gotta have him actually beat the guy in a match. Like, you gotta go through me type thing. And even if he has to cheat to beat the guy in a match, like, it's like it has to be a feud. It can't just be I'm walking over Jey Uso to get to Roman. You actually have to go through a feud with Jey, and after that feud, you get to Roman. So if you have to do one, like if the pay-per-view always has to be Jey, you have to go against Jey, then you go against Roman. Jey, you know what I mean? Like anytime you see somebody going up against Jey, you're like, if they win this one, they might actually go up against Roman. I don't even know how we got to them because they're night 2. But yeah. Raw Tag Team Championship. I believe we both got this. We all got this right. AJ Styles and Omos versus New Day. AJ Styles and Omos. Almost, he did his job. Not mad at it. He did his thing.
What's the score so far?
I'm not doing that. You gotta wait to the end. Wait to the end, sir. Then steel cage match. We all picked the BS. I mean Braun Strowman. BS Braun Strowman makes all sense. Hey. Then this one was easy too.
He ripped the cage open.
I guess like that was fine.
It's another thing too. That's actually the same thing. If everybody gets out of the Hell in the Cell, why do we care? It's supposed to be the structure that keeps everybody in.
No, that wasn't Hell in the Cell though. That wasn't Hell in the Cell though. This is just cage match.
But even so.
Yeah, so, but the fact that like cage match, remember you're supposed to climb.
The fact that you can rip the cage. Okay,
it's supposed to show how strong Braun Strowman is. It's supposed to be like Mark Henry ripping open the locker. You know what I mean? It's to show how strong the man is. Yeah, but that's a real story. That's what they're trying to show. That Braun is so strong. He ripped the cage. He was so angry with Shane McMahon calling him dumb. He said, I'm ripping this open because you need to get these hands. So the fence gonna get the hand first, and then you.
It's not even a thing of like I'm gonna outsmart you in the match because I'm smarter than you. It's like no, I'm going to do the dumb thing anyway. It's like
I'm gonna use my brawn and beat you.
Dumb.
It's done. At least the feud is done. But yes,
I hope so.
DP and Bad Bunny, they beat Miz and Morrison, as we all said would happen, and the SmackDown Women's Championship. Bianca beat Sasha, and we all picked Bianca, so that's all there. This match, watching this shit. I finally rate Sasha Banks. After watching this match, I was like, I slept on Sasha. She does her thing. I know, but I was just like, her voice was annoying. But I've gotten past that.
She's been nice. She's been giving quality matches.
So yeah. But you didn't watch the match. You didn't see it? Bro, Bianca, that girl can cry. As soon as the bell rang, that girl was ready to cry. And I can see because she was ready to cry, Sasha's looking at her like, yo, stop the shit, bro. You're going to make me cry. And they're looking at each other for a good moment. I'm just like, y'all better not cry. Like, no, like, yeah. I don't want to get into the man-woman thing, but you're not going to see two men standing in the ring across from each other and have the tears in their eyes. Like, they'll have it in the end.
Yes, you will.
Who?
Guerrero and Benoit.
Bro, tell me something recent.
I'm saying it happened.
Tell me something recent. This is not the second time Bianca
you said
cried.
when. I told you it happened.
This is not the second time Bianca cried because Bianca cried Royal Rumble too.
Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair.
That don't count, man. Ric Flair was retiring, man. No, man.
Oh, so now
the best worker of then versus the best worker of now. No, I'm joking. I understand. I'm just like, man, stop the crying. That's how I feel. That's just how I was.
You knew it
But
was gonna happen. Come on, she's
yeah,
been crying
eh,
since January.
exactly. Like, Bianca has been on her tip, but well deserved. She does her thing. This match wasn't bad
Yeah.
at all. It wasn't bad. She straight up carried Banks over her head from the floor, walked up the stairs, threw her in. In the end, we know Banks is little, but still a show of strength. Like Bianca's strong. Every time I look at
Very
Bianca,
strong.
Bianca reminds me of like a little cousin. Like I don't know why. Like she reminds me of like a family member. It's really weird. So every time you see her and you see her talk, and it's just like, yeah, do your thing, yo. Yeah, man. Just
Because
want to
it's
say,
such
yeah,
and
man.
such.
I'm a friend that. I'm a friend that. But yeah, man. They did their thing. Night one was dope. Actually, night one was the better of the two nights. Everybody saw that. And now that I think about it, I'm like, it makes sense. Because if the other night was the first night, you might not watch the second night. You know what I mean? It's not like you're gonna be like, it can't get any worse. You're gonna just
Starting
be
off with that first match.
bro. I'm happy I didn't even see it. Happy I didn't see it. But before we get into night two, we're gonna do a quick tally of night one. Trace got 6 correct. Slim got 6 correct. CheZZa got 7 correct. Okay, and I got 5. So right now you guys are up 6, 6, and 5. I might have to
And the
dress like
Street
Drew.
Profits are up. The Street
So let's see
Profits
how
are
it
up,
goes.
and we want the smoke.
Well, you're gonna get some smoke because we were all wrong on the first match, which we
Yes.
should have known. We should have known because they never do it. They never do it. They never,
They
never,
have no
ever,
respect for
ever,
Bray.
ever, ever, ever do it. They never do it. Like
I,
Bray never
do
wins.
do they just think that we're gonna accept Bray losing all the big matches and he
Every
still looks
pay per
strong?
view, he has lost except for against the
There
Miz.
was like one. There was like one that he won.
I said against the Miz,
Yeah.
but yeah. So Randy Orton beat Bray Wyatt with the assist from Alexa Bliss because
He'll be assistant these days.
she started to sweat black.
And why did that disturb Bray?
I don't know, black sweat. I
Isn't
guess
that their thing? Isn't that their
I don't
thing?
know. She should get that checked though, because that's kind of like imagine you were sweating
Like
black.
if I'm
Like that's a dirty
if
motherfucker.
I'm
Like you are so dirty that your pores sweat dirt.
if I'm Bray, don't I expect that from her?
I don't know. I don't even know how.
She's
Like
been
yeah,
doing
like
this. She's been doing this for the whole past couple months. Like, why is
but
this
I
dropping
guess
now?
she did it when he didn't call it on. You know what I mean? Because her whole promo on Monday was like, I found out I have the power myself. I don't need him anymore. Blah blah blah. So I don't know. It's stupid. I don't even want to. I don't even care to know why. Honestly, I really don't care to know why. So,
Yeah,
if there's anything else you'd like to talk
I'm
about
off
on
the.
that one,
I'm officially off the Bray boat.
yeah, I'm kind of over it. I'm kind of over Bray, but
Even the Firefly
but
Funhouse Monday, I was just like,
but my Fiend Funko Pop, it's worth a lot, which is really weird. Fiend Funko Pop,
okay.
it's probably the number one wrestling valued Funko Pop that I have, and I have a Vince McMahon and a John Cena you can't see.
There's one
Yeah.
I saw today, and not today or the other day, and I was like, I wonder if Ches got that one.
Is it John Cena you can't see?
Remember.
Or is it Thugonomics John Cena? So I got that one too.
No.
I have a pair one
I
of
can't remember.
Sting
I'll try to
and
remember
Flair.
though.
But yeah.
Okay.
All right. Next match is the women's tag team match. Nia Jax, Shayna versus Tamina and Natalia. None of us picked Nia and Shayna, so that was wrong. Boom. So then we go to Kevin Owens against Sami Zayn. You got KO. We picked Sammy. It was a good match. The fact that Logan Paul really didn't have anything to do with the match until like afterwards, it's pretty cool. Huh? You can feel yourself. I guess all of us. Okay. All right. Then the U.S. Championship. You guys pick Riddle. I pick Sheamus. I joke. We all picked Riddle. And he lost against Sheamus. So, did you watch
we should have known better. We should have known better on the Riddle one.
Yeah, because
you called that whole thing down the line, and then you went against your.
It's true, and I remember, and I was like, yeah, I'm still gonna pick Riddle. I should have picked Sheamus. I really should have. Like, I'm still trying to convince you guys. It's true.
It's change.
But so, did you watch the Nigerian drum match?
No, I didn't. I didn't watch anything.
You didn't watch the? Oh my gosh, bro! So Nigerian drum match. I'm trying to picture how are they going to set this up? How is it going to look? A Nigerian drum match, like, are there going to be guys on the side just do? You know what I mean? The drummers and all that shit. What will they have? So they set up tables all around the ring and put drums on them. Just drums everywhere, all around the ring. Just drums. Just drums. Tall drums, short drums. Just drums. And to top it all off, they didn't use one of them. They did not use a drum. Not one. Not one drum. They did not take one person's head and slam the next person's head into any of the drums. So this Nigerian drum match was pretty much a street fight that Vince didn't want to call a street fight. Assuming because when they announced the Nigerian drum match, there was a street fight on SmackDown with Jey Uso and Daniel Bryan. So they didn't want to have a street fight on that show and be like, and a street fight from Apollo Crews. And shouldn't Apollo Crews change his name now? Why is he keeping a slave name?
To what?
Something Nigerian.
Also, what's a bigger bust? The Nigerian drum match or the barbed wire death explosion match?
Barbed wire death explosion match. Because I expected way much out of that. You can't tell me your ring is going to explode and have sparklers. You could listen. It's TV. You could have threw in some type of stock footage or something. You could have did anything. Yeah, sparklers. Like the Nigerian drum match. I got drums.
but at the same time,
I got Wale. And I got Wale at the beginning. So there was a Nigerian. So technically, there was a Nigerian in drums. And there was a match.
Okay. But you oversold the death match and you undersold the drum match because you didn't tell us what it was.
Nothing. They gave us no rules to give us nothing. Just to tell us it's pretty much a street fight. No, it's pretty much a no DQ match.
It's not even like you hinted at what the match could be 3 weeks before. It's not like you go back and say, oh, well, they did say that, so I should have seen that coming. It's like, no, out of nowhere. Nigerian drum match. What does it mean? Tune in.
Means
I didn't tune
Apollo is going to beat you like a drum. That's what he told Big. It means I will beat you like a drum like my family used to. Wow, I'm killing accents today. But yeah. Apollo won, which we all chose. And what's his name is back, Dabakato, in white pants, and I don't know who dresses these people. The man had white pants and then like a lieutenant jacket. What kind of army is this man in? Like, what army do you see with white pants? Who goes onto the battlefield with white pants? What kind of? They couldn't get
CheZZa.
They couldn't go to an
CheZZa,
army
CheZZa.
surplus.
No. Okay, we've gone too far for this. You have endorsed this, so you will live with it.
No, I have no. As long as he doesn't wear the white pants.
Except
I don't get the white pants.
No. You will accept all of it. You will accept all of it. I'm gonna
send him a tweet. I'm gonna send him a tweet like, bro, get rid of the white pants. Go to army surplus, bro. Go to army surplus. They're all open in the States.
Live with it. Live with it. This
white
is
pants.
You and Slim. I told you.
I'm okay with the character, Davakato's character and all that. It was just the white pants made no sense to me. But I'm good with the character. We'll see where he goes. But it's kind of funny that on Raw we have almost an AJ. And now on SmackDown, we have Dabakato and Apollo Crews. So what happens if they both end up on the same show? They're pretty much the same character now.
They do. Look, have you noticed that they've just been copying and pasting the men's and women's shit? Like Nia 100%. Jackson, Shayna Baszler, and
Tamina and Natalia.
It was the same thing as who's on the men's side?
Was a big guy, small guy?
No. They kept doing the tag team, like it was a run-in. It was copy and paste. They just wrote it the same way. They gave it to the men's, they gave it to the women's. It was exactly.
Oh, okay.
But they've been doing that.
It wasn't memorable enough to remember. All right. Next match, pretty good. Rhea Ripley versus Asuka, and we all chose Rhea, and she won.
Mm-hmm.
And then the final match, which was Roman versus Edge versus Daniel Bryan. You picked Daniel Bryan. Slim picked Edge.
Yeah, I did.
And I picked Roman. I stayed with the head of the table. And I actually got it right.
I was so convinced that they were gonna leave. Let
Me
the
too.
People go home happy.
Yeah, but
that was weird. But
okay. After watching the Bianca one, I'm like, night 2 can go any way. Night 2 can actually go any way because you've had your good moment. Like Bianca's moment was good enough for both nights. You know what I mean? Like the second night wasn't crazy enough where you forgot about that moment. You know what I mean? Like that moment stuck out even more after night 2. You're just like, man, night 2 was what it was. Like, but Bianca, she made history. You know what I mean? Her and Sasha did their thing, type thing. So, but yeah, Roman won. It was an all right match. But now I think they're going to start playing off of, because he pinned both of them at one time. Technically, Edge is also champion now, or is the actual champion. Then the ref, I think it was Charles Robinson. He's like, no, 4 shoulders were down. Edge, Daniel Bryan's shoulders were both down. So Roman's the champion. But they're probably going to play on it because Adam Pearce, they're going back and forth online. Adam Pearce like, on Friday, come see me at my office. So they're going to play off of that whole shit.
Of course.
Why not? Stretch it a little more. So we might see another triple threat with these 3 again. WrestleMania Backlash is on its way. That's its new name. It's not Backlash anymore. It's called WrestleMania Backlash. I have no problem with that. I'm like, if it's like right, it's the one right after WrestleMania, right? So they can. It's pretty much saying we can redo
most of it's rematches, anyways.
Exactly, we can have rematches from WrestleMania, so that makes sense. I'm like, it kind of knocks it out, gives you a little bit of that residue WrestleMania feeling, and then you can get into the summer. But yeah, so that's the next thing. So now to add up night 2. We did not get as much right as we did over there. Trace got 3.
No, we did not.
Trace got 3. Slim got 2. And I got 3. So now to bring these numbers over, 6, 6, and 5. Trace has 9. Slim has 8. And I have 8. It's a tie. Well, you are still a champion. I know singing or dressing up for you, sir. But
I told you. And guess what? They didn't let the people go home happy this year. So
I see. Yeah, we're not letting the people go home happy either. Sorry, people.
no.
Trace is still our champion. But how do we break this tiebreaker? Because me and Slim are at 8. Like, what's the tiebreaker? We got to figure something out. Someone has to sing. Someone has to dress up. There's no way.
Hold on. Is there? Hold on. Is there any rematches tomorrow on SmackDown? Because y'all can predict that one, and then the loser.
Let me look and see, monsieur. Oops, TV. No, they don't have anything listed. Oh, 1 second. How does Billy Kay issue a statement? Oh, she sent a real. Damn, all these people stay in character. Sorry, I saw that Billy Kay issued a statement. Yeah, like, thank you guys. Since I was a little girl, I always wished to do this, and thank you for giving me a chance. And all that, get into character.
Yo,
hey everybody,
you need
to
get on your Heath Slater. You need to get
right
on your
away.
Heath Slater. Heath Slater needs to get on his Heath Slater. Hey, I got kids.
100%. Like, you guys start just ripping out there. Like, get your job up. Get your resume. Say you're bringing your resume everywhere and start going to different places. Just showing up with your resume.
Yo, just show up.
Because you show up long enough, somebody's going to be like, yo, show up at our show. Show up here. We're going to sign you a contract, but let's get it done.
And you can lead into that by having a picture of them, like, facing whatever building it is of, you know?
Yep. Billy Kay, I should tag you in this shit. Like, oh man, don't let them kill that. Don't let them kill that off you. No, take your resume and run with it. That is serious shit. So,
yeah,
Trace is our champion. So we go sometimes. Me and Slim got to figure out what's happening on SmackDown tomorrow. So with that, we can figure out who's the winner, who's the loser.
Gotta figure that out.
Who is the winner, who's the loser. And then we'll figure out who will sing. And then who will dress up like Drew.
Who will don the kilt.
The kilt. Who has the knees for the kilt? Does the third place winner, does he have the knees for the kilt? Stay tuned. But yes.
Stay tuned.
Before we go, anything else you'd like to add to this whole thing?
I would like to say, we will send the people home happy. Apparently, because I was watching Cornette's review, apparently Hogan got booed.
Hella booed. To the point, what WWE is getting good at, like, bringing in the fake cheers and shit. But yeah, he got booed heavy. They weren't playing with him. Vince has to stop, man. Like, it's like he's done, man. You're not gonna make money off of this, man. You're not gonna make money off this, man. I feel like that was like The guy from like Saudi Arabia called him, be like, I need Hulk Hogan on WrestleMania. And he's like, okay, I'll do it. Don't worry, I will pay you $20 billion. He's like, what? I said million. I'm not giving you billion for that, racist. Hogan got money too. You remember he won that shit off of Gawker. Yep.
There's actually a documentary about that.
I wonder if Darkseid might.
No, it's out.
Dark. Oh, there. Oh, yeah.
I can't remember what it's called, but that documentary is out. I put it in my list.
To watch list. Boom.
Yeah.
Speaking about to watch list, tonight, Falcon and the Winter Soldier episode 5 is today. From what I hear, this is like, well, it's the second last episode because next episode is the last one. If you watch the preview, if you see in the trailer, Falcon and Winter Soldier are kind of run up on the man in like some warehouse, and the man said, "Yo, you guys don't want to." He said, "You guys don't want to." He said, "You guys don't want to do this." And Bucky looks at the man and said, "Yes, we do. Yes, we do." So this might be the moment they take it away from him.
Sam didn't look too confident though.
He didn't look confident.
Sam didn't look too confident though.
They gonna take it. I'm sorry. If Bucky's beside me, I'm confident, bro. That's a murderess. That's not even. That's an assassin, bro. I don't care what kind of army you're in.
Yo,
you can't do like this, man. He's 100 years old.
He's a super soldier with a vibranium arm
and an assassin. You know what I mean? It's not like me. If they just built me as a, you know what I mean, as a super soldier, gave me the serum, then fix my arm. You know what I mean? That I might be able to beat a couple people, but Falcon might kick my ass. You know what I mean? Like Falcon would take it to me, and I'm like, but I'm a super soldier with a vibranium arm. He's like, so? Nah, man. But this is Bucky. Like, nah, B. He's gonna get tagged up, bro. He's gonna get tagged up, and think about it. He killed a man with Captain America's shield.
Yeah.
Tell her to go mind her business.
This is mind your business.
All of them a business, man. If she want to know what she gonna watch.
These girls.
He's wearing a skirt?
No, not yet. They're tied, so they have to do a tiebreaker tomorrow.
Oh.
Oh man, tell her to go run off, man.
Let me know what
We're busy. We are busy. Run away. All of my show, man. These people, man. Bro.
You sound like Donnell Rollins, man.
Handle your woman, bro. Handle your woman. All up in my business. Shit. But yeah.
Yeah. Hogan got booed. What's his name?
Yeah, Hogan got booed. Titus got cheered.
Titus O'Neil.
Bailey got cheered. They were really happy with Bailey. She should have really hosted it, seeing they didn't really have anything for her. Bella's got booed. They got booed. They were unhappy about it.
Weird.
Very unhappy about it. Weird that they got booed?
The ones with the TV show. The ones
Bro,
with the TV show?
They're getting booed. You can have your TV show, but don't come over here and act like you're a wrestler no more. Like, we got actual wrestlers here now. Like, they were the poster girls for the diva era. You know what I mean? Like, they were supposed to be what wrestling was in a diva era. And people were like, that's not wrestling, bro. And as soon as Paige crossed over, then Sasha crossed over, then Becky, then Charlotte. Game changed. It was like, yo, we wrestlers up here. Like,
Women's Revolution.
AJ, let's say AJ, she was like the prologue. You know what I mean? Like, she was showing us of what was coming. It wasn't what was the majority at the moment, but she was showing us exactly. And then the rest of them came AJ went on her way, and the rest came and filled the rest of the gap, and then just
Natalia,
like changed everything. Natalia was always there, but Natalia played the game. Natalia played the
Beth
diva game. You know what I
Phoenix.
mean? They all filled that gap of they were almost like the token. They were the token for the girls.
Mhm.
The token wrestler girl, the one who actually can wrestle, the one who actually takes it serious, who actually has muscles, definition, strong. You know what I mean? They weren't the supermodel
Yeah.
types. But they're the ones that if you're a wrestling fan, you're like, that's the one I'm following. She actually wrestles. But they were token. Now that tokenism's gone. Like now the divas are the token. Like when Bella twins come in, they don't fit anymore. Whenever they come around and say, "Oh, we want to do one more run," no, we don't want you to do one more run. Like there's why? No, just stay where you are.
But they'd get over his heels. They'd get over his heels.
Would they though? Would they?
Yeah, as heels, yeah. They didn't get cheered. They got booed.
They got booed, but
heat.
I don't know. I
They
feel like
naturally draw heat.
I think they make me change the channel.
Vicky Guerrero.
Nah, because Vicky's just annoying, bro. Vicky's different.
No,
Vicky's annoying.
Exactly. Vicky draws heat naturally.
She does, but I don't know what the Bella
all
twins.
she has to do is say "excuse me." All she has to do is say "excuse me"
in a WWE setting. Doesn't work in AEW. Oh, I don't even think she can say "excuse me" in WWE in AEW. You know, I think that's part of the character in WWE that she can't actually use the tagline. Honestly,
yo, that's cold.
No, Vince ain't playing.
That's cold.
She said Vince don't even pick up the phone no more. She said Vince said no, I'm good. Good. You go over there? Good. You said you wanted to go to school. You said you were done with wrestling. You said you wanted to go to school. And all of a sudden you back? And you call me? It's hurt. But yeah. Oh. So tune in next week. Oh, tune in tomorrow. We do have the next, like we said, episode 5. Falcon Winter Soldier drops tonight, so we'll be watching that. So we'll be talking about that tomorrow. New episode of Invincible should be out as well tomorrow. Which it actually should be out probably now, but yeah, so that's gonna be episode 6 of Invincible. You need to catch up on Invincible. Invincible is nuts. The last episode, bro. The last episode, Battle Beast. That's all I got to tell you. Battle Beast. It makes no sense if you have no context. But once you get the context, you're gonna be like Battle Beast. But yeah, so yes, tune in tomorrow. We'll be doing that show, the Casual Fan MCU, and
I think we should go as Marvel Critique Unit.
Unit. We can work. Okay, yeah. I like that better than Union. And then also Saturday I'll be doing Fuckery. So that's on Facebook probably around noon. So FQRY. And then on Sunday we got the Shot Club as usual. So soon enough, just like wrestling, you're going to be able to see me 5 times a day. I mean, not a day, sorry. 5 times a week doing different shit. I'm telling you, we have the wrestling, we have the Marvel shit, we have the Toronto hip hop shit, the fuckery shit, and I'm working on another one. Soon come. But yes, take us out, sir.
Shop Up Podcast. Like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the bell to stay notified. And now you know when we going live. The champ is here. Pam, 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 pam,
Bye, everybody.
Pam, pam.